Today on TimesCast, political tensions grip Egypt amid increasing conflict between the country's new president, Mohamed Morsi, and the military.
On Sunday, Egypt's new president, Mohamed Morsi, surprised everybody when he ordered the parliament that had been dissolved back into session. He said that he was trying to restore legitimacy to the state because the parliament had been elected by the people. On Monday, the highest court in the land, the Supreme Constitutional Court, told the president that the parliament cannot be reseated because the court had already ruled that it was elected illegally. So what we have is a battle between the president and the court where both sides are trying to appear as though they're operating under the rule of law, but it really appears that it's a more subtle and ongoing battle over the future of who has executive, legislative, and judicial authority. The generals who really are controlling the situation right now have stayed largely silent. What they're trying to do is make this appear as though it is a battle over rule of law. And it appears that the folks who are in opposition to the Muslim Brotherhood, that would be the court and the military, are now trying to outmaneuver them by saying they're operating within the rule of law, whereas the president is trying for a power grab to seat an illegal assembly. For the time being, both sides have decided that they will try to talk. The members of parliament who have been called back have not gone to the building, which is still surrounded by riot police, ostensibly to prevent them from going in. If they are seated on Tuesday, it's not even clear that all the members will show up or what, if any, legitimacy they will have, because again, the court has said they were elected illegally.
And President Obama fights back against weak economic reports by changing the subject to tax fairness. Monday morning, he called for a one-year extension of the Bush tax cuts for people earning less than $250,000.
Our biggest challenge right now isn't just to reclaim all the jobs that we lost to the recession. It's to reclaim the security that so many middle-class Americans have lost over the past decade.
President Obama's announcement this morning has kicked off a battle royal on Capitol Hill. Republicans didn't even wait for the president to speak before issuing their own rebuttals. They argue that this amounts to a tax increase, particularly on small business owners. And they say that the president hasn't offered any roadmap for what would happen a year from now, even if these cuts were extended. The president's also in some hot water with Democratic leaders. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senator Charles Schumer favor extending the tax cuts, but would do so for everyone earning under $1 million. That's a difference that'll have to be squared between the Democratic leadership and the White House. The president may also have muddied his message a bit by campaigning so aggressively in recent months for the Buffett rule. That's the rule that would impose a marginal tax rate of 30% on anyone earning $1 million or more. It's named for the investor Warren Buffett. The problem with that is it has put the idea of $1 million in people's minds as the threshold between middle and very high income earning people. And to that extent, it's made the argument that the president has a little bit more difficult to make.